In this terrifying incident, a young woman named Taylor Brown was subjected to harassment and assault by over 6 police officers without any apparent reason. On February 9, 2023, 18-year-old college student Taylor Brown was at the Normal Police Department in Illinois for an interview regarding a fire that occurred at her residence earlier that day. Despite waiting for the detective for around 40 minutes, Brown expressed her fatigue and requested to leave.
Okay, and we're going to seize your phone.
Why?
Because the fire's under investigation.
I need to know what my
So you can hand me the phone, or I can take the phone.
But I need to know what my phone's being. They're not telling me a reason why my phone's being.
I just did.
But you said it's under investigation, which I
So listen to me. The fire.
That's her phone?
So the fire is going to be under investigation, and your phone's going to be seized.
Is Shay?
Yes, everybody's phone's being seized.
The officers assured her that they would provide transportation back home. However, their promises quickly proved empty. 3 officers approached Brown, insisting on confiscating her personal mobile phone, claiming it was necessary for the ongoing investigation into the fire.
We're waiting for the detective, so the detective's going to seize your
But
phone.
no one told me any of this.
Okay.
You told me that you were about to take me home.
Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. So you can hang up. You can hang up the phone, and I can take you home. Yep.
So. No, they're not taking my phone and letting me leave. I don't know what I'm finna. It's 3 a.m. I can't go without my phone. Well, if I do the interview,
You can go do the interview, but your phone's going to currently be seized.
Can I talk to him first? Can he come down here? Cause
Nope, we're not going to do that. So you can hang up the phone, or I'm going to take the phone. That's how this is going to work.
oh, absolutely.
So
She said hang up the phone and they're gonna take the phone because at this point I'm being threatened.
However, under the Illinois Criminal Code, there was no legal basis for the seizure of her phone, as Brown had not committed any offense related to the investigation. The officer failed to provide a clear reason for the seizure, escalating the situation unnecessarily.
under investigation.
Don't ever tell me not to interrupt you and I'll be miscom.
So the phone's going to be seized. So in a second, I'm going to take
But
it.
I'm asking you. I'm
So if
asking
you-
you a reason.
so
I'm
if-
not being rebuttal. I'm asking you a reason.
So if you would like to talk to the detective, you can.
Why is my phone being seized?
If you would like to talk to the detective that is seizing it, you can. Do you wish to talk to him?
Yeah, but
Do you want to give an interview?
Brown, aware of her rights, refused to hand over her phone and requested to speak with the detective. The officer denied her request and attempted to coerce her into compliance. However, they had no legal grounds to seize her phone without probable cause or a warrant, as protected by the Fourth Amendment of the federal Constitution. Despite Brown's lawful refusal, the officers persisted, offering her the option to give an interview as if it were a condition to retain her phone. Brown asserted her right to have an attorney present and expressed her unwillingness to provide an interview.
no, I wanted to ask him why my phone's being seized because she said she could take me home, but without my phone, that doesn't make sense. It sounds like they're
So are you going to talk to the detective?
No, I need everyone to come and tell me why my phone's being seized because no one told me this until right now.
At this point, 3 more officers arrived at the scene, bringing the total to 6 surrounding Brown, who had done nothing wrong.
Do not kick. Okay, push your legs out. Stop. Relax. Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting go. I promise.
Relax.
Mom, I'm not letting go. I
Relax.
promise.
We just want your phone. That's it.
We just
okay?
want your phone.
They're trying to give me with no protection.
Taylor. No. No.
Stop picking.
Stop kicking.
Mom, they're trying to get me.
Hey, Taylor, give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Taylor,
Turn her to
this way toward me.
give me. Give Give me your hand, Taylor.
Which way we roll?
Give me your hand. I almost.
I'm going to keep doing the pressure point until you let go. Let go.
Got this in.
Release your hand.
During the altercation, the officers forcibly attempted to take Brown's phone from her, leading to a physical struggle. One officer used pressure tactics near Brown's collarbone to gain compliance, despite her lack of criminal behavior.
I'm filing the case as
Hang on.
soon as I get off this floor.
Let me move.
You all have no right. I came down here willingly because you're a black woman.
Get up.
So,
Okay.
Hold on.
I want you to think
Hold
about
on.
how you're
Hold on.
doing another black woman.
Okay.
Where you go to
Relax. Relax.
You just put me in handcuffs and I came down here willingly.
Can you hear double lock?
Hold on. Let me
I
tighten them
came
up.
down here willingly. And y'all just okay with this, all of y'all. And you a black woman. You are a black African
African American woman.
Property.
Where's the phone at?
You're black.
All right, we're going this way.
They're white. I expect it from them.
All right.
You're black, dude.
Okay, you also kicked me in the head, so.
You also, I came down here willingly because I trusted you. And look at what you're doing.
Are you willing to provide a statement or no?
The use of force by the officers was excessive and unjustified considering that Brown had not committed any offense. Eventually, Brown was placed in handcuffs and the detective informed her that her phone was being seized.
Do you want to provide a statement?
My detective, I need to talk to her. I need an attorney present.
Okay.
I need a lawyer.
You can take her to jail.
All right.
Take me to
Where's her
jail?
property?
Whatever charges you guys have.
You have resisting and aggravated battery of a police officer.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll do the interview.
You still have the charges.
I didn't aggravate you. You assaulted
kicked
me.
Okay, so relax.
You assaulted me. I'm 18 years old and you assaulted me. Of course I'm aggravated. I wasn't resisting arrest. You didn't say that I was under arrest.
You're being arrested. I asked you, so listen, I asked you to provide your phone and you refused, okay? When you
you didn't give me a reason.
So, nope. I said your phone was being seized.
You
said,
never gave me the reason.
Don't interrupt me. I said your phone was being seized.
I asked you the
I gave
reason.
you several times to
I
hand it to
trusted
me.
you. That's why I
You
came.
did not hand me your phone.
Brown, steadfast in her rights, requested a lawyer, prompting the detective to order her arrest. The officers charged her with resisting arrest and aggravated battery of a police officer, despite lacking any valid grounds for such charges.
Scared, hello, you would do the same thing.
Cuffs still have to be double locked if they weren't double locked back.
They weren't. Go ahead and double lock them.
Double lock them, I can't move. Are you guys serious right now? How are you gonna do this to me? I'm like, bro, I just got out of high school and you guys are scaring me.
Following her ordeal, Brown filed a civil lawsuit against the officers for violating her Fourth Amendment rights and causing physical and emotional harm. She seeks compensatory and punitive damages for the trauma she endured during the incident. Brown's mother expressed her concern, hoping that no other mother would have to go through a similar experience. The lawsuit is ongoing, highlighting the need to hold law enforcement accountable for their actions and protect the rights of individuals like Taylor Brown, who experience unjust treatment and unwarranted aggression from those sworn to protect and serve.
Means you have no authority or jurisdiction over me is for me to get out of my private automobile and talk about what I just told you.
And you can show me your passport.
You got my passport,
I
dude.
don't have your passport.
Those gentlemen do have my passport. The Highway Patrol do.
Okay.
Highway Patrol, how about bring the passport so I can read it to the sheriff? Could you be so kind?
So, if you come out and explain to me your passport, I'll hear your side of it.
You've already heard my side. I've already told you my
Well, you
side.
can explain your passport to me.
I don't need to explain it. You should know this as a LEO, shouldn't you?
I've never seen your passport.
The interaction begins with the officers informing the man of his violations and requesting him to step out of the vehicle for a conversation. However, the man asserts his rights and refuses to cooperate, citing that he has no obligation to comply with the officers' demands. He claims that as a United States national, he is not subject to their jurisdiction and asserts his right to freely travel.
So ask them gentlemen politely, sirs, highway patrolmen, may I please have my passport to read to the sheriff?
They're not going to give it back to you until...
They're not going to give it back to me. So you're telling me the highway patrol in Wyoming has stole my private property? Is that what you guys are telling me?
You can claim...
No, it's not a claim, sir. That's another matter of fact of law. Does that passport belong to any of you? Does that passport belong to any of you? The answer is no. And if you're not giving that back to me, which is my said possession, what is that called? What's that called? As LEOs, you should know what that's...
Let me know.
That's called theft. Okay?
However, throughout the exchange, the man repeatedly challenges the officer's authority and attempts to educate them on what he believes to be the law. He references legal precedents and quotes various court cases to support his argument. He insists that the officers are acting as private entities rather than representatives of the government. He also accuses them of being revenue collectors for a foreign corporation operating under statutes and codes.
No, it is not.
Yes, sir.
What is possession?
It is property.
What is possession,
I'm
sir?
not gonna argue with you, sir.
I know you can't argue with me because you don't know the law. Possession is 9/10 of it, correct?
All I said was...
Huh?
All I said... When I stopped you, I didn't say you're getting a ticket. I never said you're getting a ticket. I just want you to step out so we can talk face to face.
We are talking face to face.
Out of your vehicle.
No, I'm not getting out of my private automobile. This ain't a vehicle.
Tensions escalate as the man resolutely refuses to comply with the officer's requests. The officers, growing increasingly frustrated, warn the man that they will forcefully remove him from the vehicle, even breaking the window if necessary. The man counters their threats, proclaiming that he will not allow his rights to be violated and his private property be damaged.
Barris, B-E-R-R-I-S.
B-E-R-R-I-S.
It's in the passport you stole.
Okay, we didn't steal your passport.
Well, then may I have my passport
You'll get
back?
everything back. What I need you to do, okay, so I'm going to tell you. Okay, so you're driving without a driver's license, you're speeding, you don't have plates on your vehicle. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I need you to get out of the vehicle to chat with us. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you to get out of the car. So right now I'm asking you, will you please get out of the car and speak with us?
No, I will not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you to get out of the car. You need to get out of the car right now.
You're being recorded. You
That's
realize?
fine.
Okay. And under what authority are you demanding an American state national to get out of this vehicle when I don't have to prove any kind of... I am not in your corporate bylaws. I don't need driver's licenses.
That's fine.
The conversation becomes heated with both sides firmly entrenched in their positions. The man accuses the officers of theft, claiming that they have unlawfully confiscated his passport, in which the officers ask the man to come out of the vehicle, which he denied to do.
I've already helped you. I've educated you about the law, but you're not listening. You're not accepting the facts, okay? Now I'm going to ask you one more time. I would like my passport back. I would like to get on my way. I have critters with water freezing. I really don't have time for this.
Okay, sir. I'm telling you, if we have to, we will break the window, unlock the vehicle, and pull you out. Do you want it to get to that, or do you want to come out and talk to us?
Okay, so you're threatening...
The man emphasized the urgency of the situation, stating, "I have critters with water freezing. I really don't have time for this." Attempting to resolve the issue peacefully, the individual warned the other person that if necessary, they would resort to forceful measures, to which the cop said, "Sir, I'm telling you, if we have to, we'll break the window, unlock the vehicle, and pull you out. Do you want it to get to that, or do you want to come out and talk to us?"
You guys admit that you have no authority over me.
We can't do that, sir.
Well, I'm sorry you can't do that.
Okay.
But I am not going to allow you to violate my rights to travel. I will not allow you to damage my private property. Okay? I'm telling you right now.
I don't want to damage your private property. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't want to at all.
Okay.
All I want you to do is get out of the vehicle so we can talk. That's it. That is it. And I won't damage your private property. Nothing. That's
not happening.
Okay.
I don't have to get out of this vehicle.
Okay, so why are we coming to this? Why are we butting heads there? Why don't you want
Because you guys are not listening to the matter of fact of law. That's why.
To the matter of fact of law.
It's called the matter of fact of law.
Okay.
The man didn't let his guard down and demanded to return his passport and challenges the officers to admit they have no authority over him.
Yes, sir. Can do for you.
All right, sir. Here's your passport back. Can you roll it down a little bit further? You just want me to slide it in there?
Just slide her in here.
Okay, so this is back. Did you already pull those out? Okay. Free to go for now, okay?
What'd you do to my car?
You didn't do anything to your car.
Okay, I got it on film here.
Okay.
There's nothing sabotaged on my private vehicle.
There's nothing sabotaged on your vehicle.
Relying on the intervention of the sheriff's department, the individual expressed their trust in their involvement. They mentioned that all parties involved were gathered together for a discussion. The individual noted that a young officer approached them with her passport and handed it to a higher-ranking highway patrolman. Then the man respectfully addressed the officer, asking, "Yes, sir, what can I do for you?" The officer returned their passport, and the individual requested them to roll down the window a bit further for the return. A situation of mounting tension played out outside a residence, heightening into a sharp exchange between a woman and a team of police officers who were in pursuit of an individual named Christopher Ruff.
I need to speak with him about an incident. Do you have a phone number for him or anything?
I do not.
You do not? Do you mind if I grab your information just to say I talked to you and that you said he wasn't home?
No, for what reason? What is this about?
It's an incident that he was involved in. I need to interview him about.
Okay, what incident?
The woman, taken aback by their sudden appearance and intrusive actions, asserted that Christopher wasn't present. Despite not knowing his whereabouts, she declined to provide any further information, growing increasingly uncomfortable with the officers' relentless inquiries and the insinuations their presence brought.
I don't need to answer that question.
What?
I don't need to answer that question.
Do you answer any questions?
Nope.
No? Okay, then thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too. Is there a reason you're walking around my car right now? There's
Yeah,
1,
we're
2,
talking
3,
to you.
4,
Have a
5,
good day.
6
Thank
of
you.
you surrounding my fucking car. Why are you here?
Regardless of her distinct assertion that she lacked any useful information, the officers carried on with their questioning. They initiating photographing her car and circling it in a manner that she found threatening.
I talked to you earlier and you said it wasn't your car.
I didn't say that, you liar. Why are you taking pictures of my fucking car?
It was an incident. That's why you're trying to talk to Chris.
Why are you talking to Chris if it's my fucking car?
You requested.
You have to tell me why you are taking pictures of my vehicle. That's why?
Yes.
Why didn't you fucking tell me that? I've been asking for like 20 minutes.
She demanded to know why they were photographing her vehicle and why they were at her location, her irritation mounting with every evasion of her questions. In response to her rising annoyance, one of the officers finally divulged a vague reason for their actions. He mentioned that her car had been implicated in an incident. However, he left the specifics of the supposed incident undisclosed, causing the woman's confusion to persist.
He was involved in an incident, that's what he said. And then I said, why are you surrounding my car? And nobody's fucking answered.
You tried to talk to me earlier and you said you didn't want to talk about the car, so how are we supposed to know you?
I didn't say that. What are you talking about? I'm recording right
I
now.
was involved in a collision. Would you like to talk to us about that now?
What collision? I wasn't driving the car.
She denied driving the car and asserted that it had been parked there the whole time. The woman defended her rights vocally, challenging the officers' actions and their refusal to supply clear explanations for their conduct. Despite their assurances that she wasn't receiving any kind of citation, the continued presence of the officers and their invasive actions cast doubts over the authenticity of their claims.
Okay.
It's been parked here. What do you need? What do you need?
Okay, who else drives your car then?
None of your
If you're
fucking
willing to
business.
communicate
None
with
of
me,
your fucking business. What do you
then
need
I'll
with my
communicate
car?
with you, but if you're just going to be disrespectful and not answer the question,
Are you gonna give me a citation of some kind?
No, I'm not. That's why I didn't ask to speak.
Then stop taking fucking pictures of my
Okay, that's why I
car.
asked to speak with Chris
If you
about
need
that.
any information, you can call the person that you think was involved.
Then I asked for his
And
phone
get
number
the
and you
fuck
said
away
you
from
won't
my
give it to
car.
me, okay?
Their persistence in photographing her vehicle, even in the face of her repeated pleas for clarity, remained unbroken. The interaction concluded in a deadlock, with the woman resolute in her refusal to surrender information and the officers unsuccessful in adequately justifying their actions.
Are we done? Do you have everything you need?
Okay, yeah, we are done. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Fuck out of here.
A routine police inquiry had escalated into a tense standoff, leaving a trail of unanswered questions and a residual sense of discomfort.
Record.
What's up, buddy?
What do you want?
Any weapons in the vehicle?
What do you want?
Weapons in the vehicle?
You just pulled me over. What do you want?
During the traffic stop, an individual in question demonstrates a strong determination to understand the reason behind their detainment. They confidently assert their rights under the Fifth Amendment, refusing to answer any questions until the officer provides a clear explanation for the stop.
You need to tell me why you stopped me.
What's that?
You need to tell me why you stopped me.
I'll explain that in a second to you.
No, you need to tell me right now. You just detained me on the side of the road while I'm driving.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll explain all that in a second. Can you confirm you have weapons in the system?
In the system?
Confirm you have weapons in the vehicle.
You're gonna tell me why you stopped me before I ask any questions. Answer any of your questions.
By invoking the Fifth Amendment, which protects individuals from self-incrimination, they emphasize their right to remain silent.
You know who I am?
Recognize your voice.
Oh. So why are you asking if I have weapons if you know who I am?
I can't see what you have going on your lap.
If you know who I am, you know I don't have any weapons. So why are you asking me? Right?
You able to answer that question for me? Roll this window up.
You don't gotta roll it down.
Roll this window up.
You don't have to.
Their insistence on being informed about the purpose of the stop before engaging in any dialogue reveals a strategic approach to the situation.
Yeah, it does. You better tell me why,
It's not for him. He got right now.
You'll explain to me eventually? I want to know why I'm stopped. I didn't break any laws. You see this dash cam right here? See that?
They emphasize the importance of the officer's obligation to state the reason for the stop, seeking transparency and accountability from law enforcement.
I did? I did? I'm driving the vehicle. I did that?
Can you confirm there's weapons?
Hey, you guys, I got a dash cam right there that will show all of this. This is excellent. Share this around. This moron knows who I am and he's asking me if I got weapons in the car.
By prioritizing their right to know why they were stopped, the individual establishes a foundation for challenging the legality and validity of the encounter.
I don't have to answer questions. You know what the Fifth Amendment is?
Hey, I just want you to understand that for a traffic stop, when if a police officer asks you if there's any weapons, you have to say if you have weapons or not.
Do you know what the Fifth Amendment is?
Okay, all right, I want you to understand.
Do you know what the Fifth Amendment is? Yes or no? Hit the like button, you guys. Share this.
Their assertiveness not only showcases a firm understanding of their rights, but also challenges the authority and discretion of the officer. By putting the burden of explanation on the officer, they aim to ensure that the stop is based on legitimate grounds rather than arbitrary or discriminatory motives. This interaction exemplifies a proactive approach to asserting one's rights during police encounters, highlighting the significance of accountability, transparency, and adherence to proper procedures in law enforcement.
Hey, what the Hey! No!
On February 12, 2023, Officer Kyle Howe of the Toledo Police Department detained and physically assaulted a couple without any apparent justification. Officer Howe spotted a speeding vehicle on the highway and pursued it with his emergency lights activated. After pulling over the driver, Mr. Romero, Officer Howe alleged that he was driving above the legal speed limit.
Good evening. What's the hurry tonight?
Nothing. I just picked up my girlfriend from work.
Okay. Do you know how fast you were going?
75 maybe.
Okay. I do a 77. You got your driver's license, insurance?
Despite Mr. Romero's compliance in providing his identification, Officer Howe also requested the passenger's ID, although it was not legally required.
Okay. Does she have an ID?
She does.
Can you use my music?
This is
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. You
just picked her up from work.
Officer Howe asked Mr. Romero to step out of the vehicle and he complied. Officer Howe noticed something fall out of the vehicle as Mr. Romero stepped out, and he proceeded to handcuff him, claiming it was drug paraphernalia. Officer Howe informed Mr. Romero that he was being detained, not arrested, and asked him about his marijuana use.
What's that, partner?
Okay.
I'm gonna say return and put trans behind your back for me, okay?
Really?
Yeah. $45 detained. Alright. Is that comfortable for you or not?
The laws surrounding marijuana use in Ohio are complex, but possessing less than 100 grams is considered a minor misdemeanor. Officer Howe then requested Mr. Romero to undergo a field sobriety test, which he willingly agreed to. However, Officer Howe then arrested Mr. Romero for driving with a barred license, indicating that his license had been previously suspended. The situation escalated when Officer Howe aggressively grabbed Mr. Romero, slammed him onto the patrol vehicle's hood, and threw him to the ground despite no signs of resistance. And then another officer arrived and unlawfully arrested the passenger, Miss Jasmine. Dash cam footage captured Officer Howe's use of excessive force and false accusations against Mr. Romero. Despite Mr. Romero's retaliation against the unjust treatment, Officer Howe continued to assault him.
Stop! Pussy! Stop! Baby, please stop! Babe, please! Why are you pulling me like that?
Miss Jasmine's arrest was also unjustified as she had not engaged in any wrongdoing. Both Mr. Romero and Miss Jasmine were ultimately arrested, but it is important to note that their violations of the law did not excuse the mistreatment they endured.
One way for me and try to kick me as it is.
Why the did you hit me and slam me on the ground that many times?
Following an investigation into another incident involving Officer Howe, he resigned from the Toledo Police Department. The incident highlights concerns about the excessive use of force and the violation of individuals' rights during law enforcement encounters. In another incident, a driver who had committed no wrongdoing and violated no laws was pulled over by an officer who falsely claimed that the vehicle's tag was expired. The officer's true intentions became evident when he asked a question unrelated to the traffic stop, implying potential phone use while driving.
And another question, you just turned that on, right? Like, you didn't have that while you were driving?
No, I just turned it on, yeah.
Despite the driver providing the necessary documents, the officer insisted that the expired tag was the driver's responsibility and proceeded to issue a ticket.
Because it seems like a while, if the validation tag expired in December.
The driver repeatedly explained that the vehicle was a rental and that the responsibility for the tag's validity rested with the rental company.
Well, you call Enterprise. That's not my car. I don't know why you're pulling me over.
However, the officer remained ignorant and refused to acknowledge the driver's explanation. To confirm his innocence, the driver requested permission to inspect the license plate himself, which revealed that the officer's allegations were entirely false. In a revealing moment, the officer admitted to running the license plate before initiating the traffic stop, indicating possible racial profiling.
That's
Enterprise.
Enterprise.
You're the driver.
No, that's not a problem. You call Enterprise.
You're the driver.
This admission exposed the officer's misconduct and further highlighted the unjust treatment faced by the driver. The incident exemplifies the officer's disregard for the truth and raises concerns about potential bias and abuse of power within law enforcement.
See, you tell me the plate is expired. Can I go see? That's your mistake.
That is my mistake.
Did you see because it's a black person? Yeah, come on. That's not
I didn't
proper.
see who was driving the car. I looked at the plate.
Moving on to the next incident, a family was peacefully enjoying their time at a park when two police officers approached them without any apparent reason.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
The man recording the encounter immediately exercised his rights and requested the officers to identify themselves, which they complied with by providing their names and badge number.
How's it going? Who are you guys? Can you identify yourself, please?
When asked why they approached the family, the officers claimed that the family was yelling and screaming, an allegation that holds no legal significance, especially considering they were in a public park.
Please. And you, sir? Oh.
The family members calmly informed the officers that they were simply conversing and having a good time, emphasizing that their actions were not disrupting anyone else. However, the officers altered their allegations, now accusing the family of using profanity loudly, despite the fact that such behavior is not illegal.
I guess they're just yelling and screaming.
In response, the man recording the incident asserted his right to use profanity whenever he chose to do so, recognizing that the officers had no valid reason for approaching them.
But we're just here enjoying ourselves right now.
The family members started to dismiss their presence. They indicated that they would pretend as if the officers were not even there.
So, my family, there's some cussing going on here.
I cuss, yeah.
Kids here,
Yep.
obviously, they cuss.
They're playing over in the playground. Yeah, of course I cuss. I cuss anytime I want to cuss. So if you don't like it, like they don't like to hear what you want to say, then, I mean, you don't have to be here.
Just as it seemed the officers would finally leave the family alone, another police officer arrived on the scene, prolonging their presence. The family members, realizing the officers' persistence in unnecessary drama, firmly requested them to vacate their space and leave them in peace. Although the officers seemed dissatisfied with the lack of disturbance from the family, they eventually departed, realizing their attempts to provoke a reaction had been unsuccessful.
Oh no, I'm talking to my people right now. There's another one coming up right now.